Hi, my name is Matias Weir, and I'm from Buenos Aires, Argentina, and this is my story.
It's a gym. Uh-oh. Liability's coming on now.
Hello everyone, I'm Nicholas Cruz with AmeriGol, the media relations, and today I'm joined with Matias Weir from Argentina. You know, Matias, when we think about Argentina, what is the first thing that comes to mind? We think about soccer, or what we call football. We think about Lionel Messi, we think about all the great things of Argentina, the food, the people, but we don't really normally think about hockey. So I want to know a little bit more about you. How did it for you go from Argentina to going to Chicago and being able to start playing hockey? Tell me a little bit about your story.
So I moved from Buenos Aires when I was 4. I went to New Jersey, obviously started playing soccer, and then I moved to Chicago with my family, and we moved during the winter, and I met this kid who lived down the street whose dad worked for the Blackhawks, and I went out on his backyard ice rink with a stick and a ball, loved it, and then I started getting into rec hockey, travel hockey, junior hockey, and yeah, that's how it all started. So.
Matias, even though we've only met for a short time here with FAU, and even today you were able to go on the rink, practice with some of the guys, but one of the most important things is that when we look back in the history of, even when you mentioned that you were playing with the Blackhawks and meeting a lot of people that helped you get to your journey to get started, when you were growing up playing hockey, did you have any inspirations of players that were Hispanic or Latino?
Not necessarily, just because I didn't really know much about the game. I started playing when I was 13, so I was very late to the process. So I did idolize Patrick Kane just because he was a star player on the Chicago Blackhawks, and obviously that's where I started playing. So not necessarily.
Well, having that inspiration from finding players that are big name, and we're seeing right now as we continue to grow the game here with the Latin American Cup coming up. When you first heard about the tournament that, hey, Argentina's building a team, what was that process like, and how did they find you?
So after my second year of junior hockey season, there's an app called Elite Prospects where you can find all player stats, where they're born, where they played, the points they put up. And mine obviously says I was born in Argentina. So one of the guys on the Argentina national team was looking up Argentine players to see if they can find new players, found me, and sent me an Instagram DM over summer and invited me to go play in their IHF tournament in Mexico City. And then I flew out 2 days later, and that's how it all started.
Starting from your junior years and getting called up like that, I'm sure the pride you must feel, because, as myself as being parents from Colombia, first generation, you from Argentina, which is pretty incredible. You got some slick mitts, my man. I've seen you play when we were doing FAU. I'm always calling your name and said, this guy is incredibly talented. So I'm sure you get a lot of good support, and I think that's so important in your journey. How is the support that you feel that is a little bit different, let's say, from FAU compared to the Argentina national team? Is there a little bit more pride when you play onto the ice for Argentina?
Honestly, playing with the Argentine national team is very special. Just everything that the guys sacrificed to come here, just the money, the time, the effort, it's pretty amazing, and it's my favorite part of the year. These guys are just special. It's a special team. I've never been part of such a special team, and every time we come, it's like we're a family. Even though we haven't seen each other in a year, it seems like I saw them yesterday. So I'm really happy and proud to represent Argentina because it's very special.
And finding that pride in nationality, we continue to see the game grow. We started off from a few teams ourselves with the Latin American Cup, and now we're seeing more and more teams joining, especially this year. I can't disclose with you who's joining, so you're going to have to come to the game and find out yourself either you're playing. But we do have a lot of big teams coming. But let's talk about the youth for a moment. We had a lot of youth teams that played. Brazil won it last year, and their youth teams. For someone that is now a little bit older, seeing young kids of all different kinds of nationalities, how does that feel for you to see that you're inspiring these young kids, these next kids that have never thought about playing hockey because, soccer's number one sport for us in Latin America? How does that make you feel, and what do you think of the future for the kids?
It's awesome. I mean, obviously I'm a coach and a trainer, so I'm working with kids every day, and just being able to help them grow and turn into better versions of themselves on and off the ice is really special. And I just love to see how the hockey is growing here, especially for Hispanic countries, and I guess you could say non-hockey countries. So it's great. I mean, hockey's for everyone, and just to be able to see all these kids who don't really get to be on the ice a lot, or it's a lot of roller hockey in the Hispanic countries, is really cool. And every time they come, they enjoy every second of it, and it's just really special to see, and it's a great idea. great.
And when we talk about the youth, you know, we're partnered with the Florida Panthers, NHL, and you brought up a really good point because you run Wolfpack Fitness with David, who's another good friend of ours. And you see the kids get older and you see them get more and more talented. You see them, you kind of become like that dad figure in the sense when you're a coach and everything. And I'm sure for you that must be an incredible feeling. And now for even for yourself, you had that inspiration like Patrick Kane, and now we're continuing to grow the game. So if you had to say and give some advice by looking at this camera over here, what is some advice you have to the youth or someone that might be interested in getting into hockey that is from a non-hockey country?
I don't know. I'd say my advice is just to enjoy every second of it. Just have fun, work hard, and you'll get what you want. You just got to work for anything you want, and anything's possible. Don't tell anybody you can't do anything, and yeah, just enjoy it because time goes by pretty fast. So, yeah.
Well, Matias, I thank you for your time. I know you must be excited to get ready to represent Argentina for the Latin American Cup, which is by AmeriGol, coming up at the Florida Panthers IceDen from August 23rd through the 27th. Definitely come swing by, see your good friend Matias. You know, we also have some of our good friends behind us as well from FAU, and myself included. Until next time, guys, stick around, like, subscribe, and follow, and make sure you're following Matias Weir as well on his social media and through Wolfpack Fitness and so much more. Until then, I'm your host, Nicholas Cruz, and I'll see you next time.
I got 5. He's going to lose the puck. No way.